While this may not be a high-profile case, it still demands our attention for its unique and unsettling aspects. In this episode, I will share the story of a Wisconsin woman whose actions serve as a stark reminder of how trust can be betrayed in the most unexpected ways. This case is not just about a crime. It's a complex tale of manipulation, deceit, and the tragic consequences that can arise from a breakdown in human relationships. We'll examine the events and the legal aftermath, shedding light on how an everyday item was transformed into something deliberately deadly. The case centers around Jessy Kurczewski and Lynn Hernan, her 61-year-old friend and a beautician from Pewaukee. Kurczewski, acting as Hernan's caretaker, was implicated in a scheme of financial manipulation, stealing over $290,000 from Hernan. This betrayal led to Hernan's financial ruin, evident in maxed-out credit cards and depleted bank accounts. In October 2018, Kurczewski escalated her betrayal, administering a lethal dose of tetrahydrozoline by emptying 6 bottles of Visine into Hernan's water. Dr. Linda Biedzicki from the Waukesha County Medical Examiner's Office concluded that Hernan died from tetrahydrozoline poisoning. This was exacerbated by other medications in her system, a fact highlighted by the defense during the trial. Dr. Sherry Kakinko, a toxicologist, testified about the unusually high levels of tetrahydrozoline in Hernan's blood and the adverse effects of the other drugs and medications she had been taking. Hernan's suffering likely extended over a long period, given the nature of the poisoning and her existing health issues, as noted by her nurse, Sarah Trump. The legal journey of Jessy Kurczewski unfolded with complex developments. Initially, Kurczewski portrayed Lynn Hernan's death as a suicide, alleging that Hernan had consumed a mixture of vodka and Visine. However, this narrative shifted significantly during the investigation. Prosecutors challenged her account, asserting that Kurczewski had poisoned Hernan's water with Visine, reframing the case as premeditated murder rather than suicide. Police suspicions were aroused due to inconsistencies in Kurczewski's statements and autopsy findings that contradicted her claims. Particularly incriminating was the discovery of exceedingly high levels of tetrahydrozoline, a chemical found in Visine, in Hernan's system. This finding, coupled with evidence of financial theft, pointed towards foul play. Kurczewski was arrested on July 9, 2019, roughly 9 months following Hernan's death on October 3, 2018.
She didn't spend the day worried about Lynn. She was opening a JCPenney account in Lynn's name, and she was using other accounts of Lynn to go shopping, do some online shopping, while she knew she just had given Lynn poison.
Waukesha County Assistant District Attorney Randy Sitzberger said, according to WISN 12 News.
Lynn Hernan became worth more dead than alive to Jessy Kurczewski.
He added, she faced charges of first-degree intentional homicide and 2 counts of felony theft. The trial commenced on October 24, 2023. The prosecution argued that Kurczewski had deliberately poisoned Hernan and then tried to disguise the murder as a suicide. In contrast, the defense maintained that Hernan's death resulted from a polydrug overdose, suggesting that Hernan had ingested Visine with vodka of her own accord. The trial concluded on November 14, 2023, with Kurczewski being found guilty of first-degree intentional homicide and 2 counts of theft. While the specific details of her sentencing were not disclosed in the available sources, convictions of this nature typically result in severe penalties, often including life imprisonment. This case highlights the intricacies of legal proceedings in matters involving complex narratives and disputed facts. As we conclude this harrowing tale of Jessy Kurczewski and Lynn Hernan, we are left to ponder the darker aspects of human nature and societal norms. This case is a stark reminder of how trust, one of the most fundamental pillars of human relationships, can be exploited and shattered. It raises disturbing questions about the depths of deceit and the extent to which greed can corrupt, turning a friend into a perpetrator of theft and murder. Kurczewski's transition from a caretaker and friend to a felon encapsulates a chilling transformation that speaks volumes about the complexities of human psychology. Her actions reflect a disturbing reality where financial gain can overshadow moral boundaries and human life. It serves as a cautionary tale about the importance of vigilance and the potential dangers that can lurk beneath familiar faces. This case also sheds light on the societal issues of financial exploitation, particularly of the vulnerable, and the need for better safeguards. It highlights the importance of staying alert to the signs of financial abuse, a crime often hidden in plain sight, yet with devastating consequences. As we reflect on this case, let us not only remember the tragic fate of Lynn Hernan, but also use this knowledge to better protect ourselves and our loved ones from similar fates. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Deliberately Deadly. If you found this story as intriguing and eye-opening as I did, please consider subscribing to the channel for more deep dives into true crime stories. Your support helps in bringing these important stories to light and in raising awareness about the complexities and nuances of human behavior and crime.